Love like that. This meditation is based on the premise that if you aren't willing to love, you can't be loved. And if you can't be willing to be loved, you can't properly love. And love is the greatest thing in the world, right? But sometimes we're off. We put ourselves outside of the flow of love because we don't want to love or we don't want to be loved. And in my spiritual practices of late, I've been asking myself some questions. And I invite you to ask them to yourself. How willing am I to love today? How willing are you to be loved today, right now? On my best days, the answer is a wholehearted yes. But sometimes I'm surprised in the inquiring, the answer is not so much. Sometimes I'm not so willing to love. I question it. Is love enough? I fear I might get rejected. I wonder if I'm worthy. I get scared. Sometimes I'm not so willing to be loved. Sometimes I'm mad at my partner or I'm hurt by something she said. Sometimes something's burned me and I just feel cut off and cold. Sometimes I just plain don't trust. Love, when we're in the flow, it's an intimate thing. And when we're outside of trust, we're outside of intimacy. So when the answer is no, especially too many days in a row, and for some of us, unfortunately, it can be years or even decades, I know for myself I have to commit to doing the work of being willing to love and be loved again. And yes, you never have to will love. You just have to be willing. Willing to love and willing to be loved. Just be open. Oftentimes this means forgiveness of myself or another. Sometimes this means having a courageous conversation. Sometimes this means visualizing sending love to someone even when I'm mad at them. Sometimes this involves visualizing being loved by someone even if I'm mad at them. And when I'm clear, I can ask a third question, which for me is one of the most powerful yet pragmatic questions we can ever ask ourselves. How can I best love today? How can I best love my life today? How can I best love my partner today? How can I best love my child? How can I best love myself? I've asked myself these questions 1,000 times, and even though I have missed a better answer, I'm sure, from time to time, I've never gone wrong. Ask it in the morning. How can I best love my wife today? I can send her a text. I can buy her some flowers. I can take the baby so she has some alone time. Ask it when a loved one is challenging you. When your child refuses to do something you've asked them to do it and say, I love you in your own mind, and then hold them accountable. Ask it when you're at your worst and everything seems to be falling apart. How can I best love myself right now? How can I best love you right now? Maybe it's to let you go. Maybe it's to let me go. Let's go to life itself. How willing am I to be loved by life today? How willing am I to love life today? How can I best love my life today? Love like that. Let's go to a loved one who's pissing us off. How willing am I to love you today? How willing am I to be loved by you? How can I best love you right now? Love like that. And let's go to our image of ourselves, our most present self. Not who we'd like ourselves to be, but who we truly are. How willing am I to love you? How willing am I to be loved by you? How can I best love you right now? Love like that. And anything else or anyone else or any circumstance or any public figure, just bring it to mind. Right here, right now, ask yourself, how willing am I to love you? How willing am I to be loved by you? How can I best love you right now? Love like that.